Hey guys, Brickcoin here with the awesome new LEGO Ninjago Temple of Airjitzu. It's set number 70751 and it has 2,028 pieces. It is an enormous set, but it looks amazing. So let's go ahead and check it out. So here is the entire Ninjago Temple set. I do think it is really, really cool, and there are so many amazing figures in this set. Now, it is a little bit too tall for me to completely fit it on camera, so I'm just going to take the top part off here so you can see it. This is the top part of the temple that actually is off camera when I put it on the set. That's all there is to it. I'm just going to show you that real quick so you can see the rest of the set. Now it fits on camera properly. We have a couple little things that aren't attached, like this little cart here, which is the little missiles that you can turn this and shoot them like that. And you do get extras right here. You get 2 extras of each color, so 2 of each of those, which is pretty handy because it's really easy to lose those. I'm gonna kind of just set those off to the side. And then we also have this little glider that Zane uses. Kind of cool looking, it's got the little wings on there. And here is Zane, of course. We do get actually all the ninjas, which is really cool. Kind of unusual. We have seen it happen, you know, at least once before. I know in the Ultrasonic Raider, we had all the ninjas at that point in that one. But anyway, here is Zane. Does look really cool in the new deep stone armor. And he does have that second face there. And if I can take the armor off, show you what the back looks like. There's the back. So you can use either face, obviously. But I think he looks really cool. So anyway, that's Zane. Then we have Lloyd here, the green ninja. And this is also the deep stone armor for him again, too. It looks really cool. And there's the back. And we take that off so you can see what the back actually looks like. There it is. Got some really cool printing on there. Got his head twisted to the side there. But anyway, Lloyd. And this little bridge, it looks really cool, and it attaches very easily like that. But it's a really cool little bridge piece that kind of connects the front of the set. But to make it easier to review, I'm going to go ahead and take that away and just set it to the side, because I actually want to turn the whole set around so we can look at this kind of the top part first, and then I'll zoom in so you can see better on the bottom part. But first, we have this really cool main building here, which I want to show you the inside of, if I can turn this around. It's a very large set, so it's a little difficult to kind of maneuver around. I'll move my light back so you can see better. But so here's the, you know, kind of the top part of the inside. There's more below here, but I'll get to that in a minute. First we have kind of a little box up here which says Cole Stuff, hands off, and that is a sticker piece on there. And if you start taking these off, you can see inside we have a little brush and a camera in there, and that is Cole Stuff apparently. And real easy to put those pieces back on, you just have to line them up. And that goes just right inside there. And then here is our Cole out of this set. And there's, you know, his face and the really nice printing from the deep stone armor. And we go ahead and take the armor off, and you can see the back printing there. The back printing is similar on each one, but I think they're all really cool. I really like this new version of the ninjas. The deep stone looks really awesome to me. We have a lot of stuff inside here to look at, and my little painter's palette fell off here. If I can pick this up. You get one of these in the set, and it doesn't really have anywhere to attach per se. It just kind of sits on this, so it falls off easily, as you can tell. And this just kind of sits in there. Not sure if it's supposed to be like a little table or a chair for them. It looks more like a chair to me, but I can kind of set that away. Also, we have a little bookcase right here, and it does have you know, 3 different books inside, or sitting there. And each book has, well, 2 of the 3 I think have something inside. Like this one has a little letter, and this one has these little microchip looking pieces. And I think this one's empty. Yep. So we've got the books there, and we have a little picture painted there. We've even got a little paintbrush here, which is pretty cool. So there's a lot of stuff inside here. And then on this second floor right here, we have Jay standing here. Also, again, of course, the deep stone armor, but some really cool printing. And then there's the back printing for him. So really awesome. I love the fact that we actually get all of the ninjas in this. I think that is absolutely phenomenal. And then we've got some weapons down here, and looks like maybe a training dummy right here. We've got, you know, bow and arrow and some swords on this side. But let me kind of move the camera down so we can look at the bottom half of the set. So here's the bottom part of that tower, and first up we have Kai here. Of course, he's got the deep stone armor on, just like all the other ninjas, and his normal face there. And if we take the armor off, you can see the printing on the back, which is nice. And so there's Kai. It's really cool, really cool. And then we have Sensei Wu, which this is a new version of Sensei Wu, which I think looks really, really cool. I'm going to kind of take some parts off of him so you can see the rest of him. There's the back printing. And we take his beard off, and you can see the printing on his torso, which I think looks really cool. Just looks awesome in my opinion. And then we have like a little, looks like a tea set here, which just kind of sits there. As you can see, it doesn't really attach. Just kind of sits there in the middle of that room there. And down here, this is the light brick function. You can turn this part, which as you can see, if you turn it right now, it's not doing anything. But you have to push this part in. You push this side piece in, and then you have the little, kind of like a little show, like a little theater down there. And you have to press it in and turn that little crank to turn the figures inside there. So I think that's really cool. I think they could have designed it a little bit different so you don't have to do 2 things at once, push it in and turn. I would have liked to have seen it just be, you know, one or the other or something like that, but anyway, I do think it looks cool, and that is a really cool little plastic piece here, little screen. But we go ahead and kind of look at this building on the side over here. And we do have another building on the other side, which I will get to in a moment. But this building I really like because of the roof. This is what they usually use to make the like garage doors. So whoever thought to use it like this, I think is brilliant. I think it was a great idea. And if you do move those up, you have these little treasure chests inside here. And this one has little ninja stars inside. And put that side back down. And lift this side up. And we have the other little treasure chest. And it's got some daggers and a sword inside. I'll just put that back there. And we also have Jesper down here, another little minifigure in the set. And this one is brand new. This is the first time we've gotten him. There's the back. He doesn't have a second face or anything. But it is kind of cool to just have some new minifigures. That's always nice. We do have a lot of different stuff inside here, like this little bag that's got 2 different things in here. One looks like Sensei Wu, and one looks like some type of a ninja. And those are little sticker pieces that you have to put on those, by the way. And we have another bag right here that has cookies in it, because the ninjas might need a snack. And we have some fish inside this little barrel. And at the front we have a little basket with bread in it, which I guess I'll have to show you when, well, actually, I forgot for a moment there. You can actually detach the sections like this, so we can turn this around by itself and look at the front. You can see the little bread inside that part, and on that side there's apples inside. And we do get a new version of Dareth, and previously he was only in a poly bag, so this is the first real set he's been in, and this is a different version than the old one. There's the front, and there's the back, just the one face, of course. But that is Dareth. I'm just going to kind of go ahead and set him to the side. Got a couple little signs there, and we do have little fishing poles and a little crab hanging off of that side. And there's some chickens over here. I just think this is a really cool set, and I really like, actually that piece is loose. Let me put that piece back on real quick. But I really like the roof on this part of the building, or this little building off to the side. Really like the roof on that. Slide that one over. And we can just keep turning this around and keep looking at more of the set. We've got little stairs right here that the postman is standing on. There's a little postman, which is really cool to randomly kind of get him in this set. So it's pretty awesome. Of course, that is the first time we've gotten him. And so that walks up to this little door inside there, which is really cool. And that is a printed piece. That's not a sticker or anything. So I think that's awesome. And we keep turning this a little bit more at a time. And we do have Nia as the water ninja standing here. And this is her deep stone outfit. But it's really cool looking. I really like the dark red with that bright blue color. Looks really cool. And here's the back. And go ahead and take her armor off. And she's got a really cool little design on the back there for the water ninja. Just really awesome. I'm glad that they decided to make her into the water ninja. I think that was a great idea. And then we have a little statue here that looks like Wu. Just all gray pieces there. But that's kind of cool. And a little fountain there. And the stairs do go up both sides of the building there. And so you have the door on that side also, which is cool. And then we have a whole nother little building off to this side. And let me go ahead and break the set and detach it. You can see how it detaches there. It's just these two little pieces that attach it on each side there. So then we have more minifigures. I know we've already gone through a lot, but we have more. This one is Claire, and this is another one. This is the first time we're getting her. And then here's the back. No second face or anything, just a little bit of back printing, nothing too fancy, but it is cool getting new figures. And this one is a figure that I have been wanting them to make for a long time, and I'm sure a lot of you have. This is Masako, so it's really awesome that we're finally getting her. Of course, this is Lloyd's mom. I'm sure you all know that. It's kind of probably why she's got a little green, scarf there, and kind of a light green pants. And there's the back. And she actually does have a second face there, as you can see. Which looks pretty much the same to me. I'm almost wondering if that was intentionally supposed to be a second face, or maybe it just accidentally got printed twice. I don't know if that's on purpose or an accident. You have to tell me what the difference is, because I'm not really seeing much difference between those. Anyway, won't dwell on that. Just kind of set that aside there. So here is the other little outlying building here. I like the blue on it, looks really cool. And we do have a little door on there that has a sticker. And there's a little sign hanging off of it for the blacksmith shop. And we'll go ahead and turn it around so you can see the inside. There's a little rat hiding out there, as you can see. And the top room doesn't really have anything in it, but there's space to put things if you want to. And the bottom room here has a little anvil in it, and some tools, and a little red cup, and some different things like that. It's even got a little fireplace there for them to use to heat up the weapons. And of course you can open the door, of course. So that's everything in the set. I know this was a long review, but there is a lot to this set. And the set is just really, really, really awesome. And of course it's one of the expensive ones, but I have to say I think it's worth it. Maybe should have lowered the price a little bit on this, but all in all, I'm pretty pleased with it. But let me know your thoughts about it in the comments below, and I will see you guys later.